fair amount of resource gathering for the rest of my main build, main house anyway. Um, Obviously in the last one we brought it to the stages up now, brought up from the foundations and done the walls of the first floor. It's going to be a slow burner, so I'm not too bothered that way. I don't think that's going to be an issue or anything. It might help out, just take my time with it, not rush it. So yeah, right. So we're going for kind of stone bricks in the first layer, and then kind of a white block palette on the second. So main kind of block is going to be calcite with some birch mixed into that because the textures are very fairly similar. We're going to mix in some diorite, not loads of it, so, but it's just going to be kind of bits and bobs here at the tops and all that, just to give it a wee bit of dark, kind of not molden, but just weathering, shall we say. And then I want to add in some a concrete powder as well. Bone meal, white dye. I'll make one more. There we go. Right. And that just kind of the concrete powder will be kind of closer at the bottom, if anything. But I think that kind of block palette actually works quite well. So that's what we're going to go for. I don't really know how much I'm going to need a lot, but majority of it's going to be calcite, and then I'll go from there. I think that's my best bet anyway. So I'm going to make another 2 stacks of white concrete. I did go and gather 15, 18 stacks of sand, just in case I need it. So we got that. I could add some bone blocks, but I don't think I'm going to. We need a fair few stacks of birch, because I think that's going to be like the main kind of secondary block. Obviously the calcite, which I got plenty. I mean, I'm probably going to need it all. Saying that more than possibly, so I'll just grab all that. I just put the sand away. Grab another 2 stacks of white concrete powder, and I'll put the rest of this white dye in here, and I'll put the bone meal up. This one. So we got 4 stacks of that. I'm gonna need a few stacks of diorite. 3 should be more than enough, I think. And yeah, that's kind of that's all I'm gonna need for the moment. As well as all the spruce. So I'm going to take there's a crafting table up with me, and I'll take an extra bag of calcite just in case, because I'll probably need it. Right. What else am I needing? Saying that. Okay. So, okay, I just went back over some of the areas with around another ring of stone and stone brick just to bring up to 5 high, just to kind of give me a wee more height to play with around about the door mainly. I mean, I probably could have got away with just leaving it all at 4 high, but the 5 high kind of, it gives me more to play with. I might end up having to raise all the pillars around the outside up by one, but I'm not too bothered that way. The 5 by 5 panels might actually work a wee bit better, I'm not too sure. Possibly, who knows. But, I mean, saying that, some of them are 5 by 4, but once you add in the pillars, and they're 5 by 5, so, yeah. Right, so, obviously, if I'm bringing that up to there, then that'll mean my roof goes on top of that, so it'll be slab on top of the pillar. So that'll come to here, full block to this one. And then we a slab. So the full block goes here. So I have to do an entire ring of logs all the way along, all the way around. Just to separate kind of the two layers. So hopefully I've got enough logs for this. But I will get this done, and I will Alright. So I've managed to now run out basically of spruce. I've got just a stack left. What was the ones I ground and start raising these up to the height of each part of the wall. Some of the pillars are going to use between half a stack and a stack. It really just depends. Shit. I mean, it is starting to take a wee more shape. It's looking good. So I will go grab some more spruce. And then we'll probably start at this end, I think. Because I know I said that. Yeah, I'll probably start at that end. And get the. Okay. Right. So I've got the spruce. So I'm now going to make a start on the main walls. I mean, there's going to be a lot of kind of going back and placing in some more blocks. So I'm just going to give myself a bit more room to play with scaffolding wise. Right, good thing is I can come to the end with them, so that's fine. Right. So obviously, I'm only going to have a pillar on either side. How many blocks is that? 4. We're going to go, I think, 8 tall with this. It does seem over the top for what it is, but I'm not too bothered. I mean, considering down, like, the lower floor is not really that tall when you really think of it. So, obviously, the lower down I am, I'm going to be using concrete powder and calcite. Starting, the further I go up, I'm going to start mixing some birch, and then when I get to the top, it's going to be diorite with calcite, a little bit of birch here and there, but basically no concrete powder. The concrete powder is mainly going to be around the bottom, 2 or 3 blocks up, and that's going to be it for concrete powder. The diorite's not going to start until kind of above the windows, and the birch is going to be spread out evenly, kind of between them all. So I'm not good really with gradients as such, so this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve, I would say. Some of these will probably, if they're under Windows, will probably get switched out for what's it called? The shit, what are they called? The logs, the full logs. Yeah. Wait, I just realised how high I was there. Bed if I can. I can't. How's that looking so far then? Creative's completely different than survival, I will say that. It's got weird darkness to it. I don't know how. I'm not a big fan of that big pillar of calcite actually, so I'm going to try and mess with that once I'm up. But I'm going to finish off this main wall and then I'll get the rest done. Hey. Yeah. So I'm not happy really with this. So mixing a couple blocks here and there. It's looking better. That's a big line of four actually. We're kind of reaching the top now, so there's going to be the odd bits of a what's it called? Diorite. Oh, maybe not the odd bits, but a few bits of diorite near the top. Trying not to forget about the birch. You know what? I don't know. Who's that? It's looking better. Just to look at that. Alright, we'll have a look at this, and then I'll kind of decide how I'm doing the rest of these walls. I mean, I think it'll look better once we start getting like the rest of the details in, and like the windows, and then the wood, and then the kind of roof for the balcony area. I think that'll look much better once that's in as well. Or roof for the kind of what do you want to call this, but the a nah, I don't know what they're called. Just the balcony. But once that's in, it maybe look a wee bit better. I think just the calcite is very white. But yeah, I'm gonna get some more of these walls in. At least this little segment. So I finished three of the side walls now. This one, front one, and obviously just the return. I mean, it's kind of it's I'm starting to notice the shape of it now. Obviously, it isn't. It's still just a box, but um, it's definitely kind of taking shape. So like I'm 10 times better than what it did. Could probably do a bit more birch actually. I did not need as much concrete powder as what I thought. Um, I'm thinking around the back though. I think I'm going to use a wee bit more of the a diorite around the back just for a wee more kind of say dampness or that kind of aspect. I've used a fair bit there, but I mean obviously it's just a big wall, so that's why I've used. It looks like I've used a lot more. Scaffolding is a treat for this. I will say that. Obviously, best way to kind of work with it is just to go in for the windows and probably level it all out from there. Oops. Oh, for Christ's sake. There we go. Right. So, I think I'm going to put 2 windows at the back here. One big window. I'm going to leave these 2 actually, or do I? No, I'm going to put 2 windows here. Going to repeat the same there. I think I'm going to have 2 windows in the front, but I'm not going to have any windows in this bit here. I think on the front, obviously, the centre bit's going to be kind of taller than the front, taller than the side. This bit here is going to be the same side as that, same height as that. I think I'm going to put same again on this side. Just a, or am I? No, because I'm going to have a chimney here. Huh. Or no, I might have the chimney on that end, put like window on this end for kind of looking out on the water. I might, if I really need to, I might put another chimney in this bit, this wall here, for this kind of portion. So I'm going to end up filling that in, and that's just going to be a blank wall. So I might add another window, say, here. Yeah, then I completely forgot I was putting a chimney in. Right. So if that's the case then. No. So the window will go the next block, I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 2 blocks in. So 1, 2, and then 1 block on the other side. It would be here, I think. Yeah. And then that matches up from the outside as well, so that's fine. I just need to go and cover that window in now. Sadly, that was not going to work how I wanted it to, but it's fine. There's going to be a lot, a lot to this one. I mean, as long as I can get these, all this kind of. Okay, so we are now around halfway, I would say. Oops. May not look like much, but I mean, it is, it is a fair amount, mainly just 'cause you're trying to muddle up blocks that you really wouldn't put together, really. Maybe the calcite and the diorite, but the birch logs and the white concrete powder just thrown in there to muddle blocks up, and yeah, it's definitely taken its time. I think this 8 high set of walls is definitely the way to go with the height. Um, yeah, I don't really know kind of where else to go with it. Sorry, no, that's far too low. I mean, I could. There we go. I could bring it down one block at either end, like the bottom block and the top. So just basically take the top blocks, just muddle in some diorite on the tops of them, and knock everything down by a block. Maybe that would maybe be the better option to do, rather than as big as this, because maybe it doesn't have the length that it probably needs for the size of it. I don't know. I've only really muddled with block palettes and kind of shapes, and not really actually kind of went building as such. Obviously, once I'd done the ground floor, I did copy the world and then go from there. But I mean, unless you go and finish it, you'll never get a scale, really. And I mean, to be honest, it doesn't actually look that big when you see it from down here. Maybe once the roof and all that's on it, maybe it'll look 10 times bigger. I don't know, but I don't think it actually looks that big. Obviously, on that side, the bamboo is there to kind of break up the big grey wall. I don't actually know how it looks, but I mean, you can't see because there's a big patch of scaffolding on the side of it. But I may have to say that window's perfect because it's just over that bamboo, which I might end up with a string on top of. And from the angle of down here, it just cuts through between them anyway. But to be honest, I think that actually looks quite good. Once I get some more detail on the side of it, it'll probably look quite good. But yeah, just from the back as well, what we're looking. See, the back doesn't look as tall. I mean, obviously we've got the horrible texture, just because of how the light is hitting it. Obviously, there's no odd textures on the front, or on the side even. On the back there is, just because of the light level. And because of the, what's it called? The shaders that Minecraft obviously now uses. I can't even think what they're called. But either way, I've got 7 more bits of the wall to finish, and then it will be a case of roof on 3 sections, and then raise this up another level, and then the roof on that, and then details really, like the outer balcony, roof, 2 top level balconies, possibly someone at the back, just to have someone on that side of the building. Obviously, the chimney, wherever am I going to put it, whether it's around here or on that end, I'm not sure. It could be here as well, I'm not sure. I might end up deciding to cover on that window on the wall next to me. I'm not sure. Put 2 windows here. That could quite look good. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm going to get back to building, and I will return once I am finished with the. Right, I just go to sleep, and then I'll get these last 3 parts of this level of the wall finished, and then it will just be a case of getting the. I think I will do the kind of patio roof finished or done, which just means raising these up by one, add some stairs and some trapdoors, a slabs all the way around, trapdoors all the way around, and then just leveling this out, put some lights in, just so this bit's kind of lit up, and then it will be a case of getting the parts of the roof finished, and then going from there. Just gonna put some tall one right here. It does go higher, so it's fine. 94. Right, that's where I want to be. Right, once I finish these walls, I'm gonna go around and get rid of all the scaffolding, and then obviously bar this inside, and then kind of just rush a wee bit. Get that up there. Hey, this is gonna be a double window, I think. So. So I'll need to make up some bark blocks for kind of where the birch logs are in the window frames. Just to hide them. It will hide the actual kind of the wood part of them. Because I'd rather not have that on show. Yeah, I'll put them in that. Birch there. There we go. I'll put loads of this in because I know for a fact I'm going to be going up another level, so I don't think it really makes sense to. There's going to be another 2 windows in this panel as well, and then that's just going to be a slide bit. So. Yep. Right, last bit of the wall for this level anyway. So, just gonna go kind of heavy. What's it called? Heavy on the gradient there. It's not really a gradient, I mean it is, but it's not. Right. There we go. Maybe I lost a handful bits of it, but I'm not too bothered really. As long as I got the more majority of it, it's been fine. Just in case tidying up this place. And then I'm going to, like say, do the outer, kind of the balcony, rooftop, whatever you call it. So yeah, I'm just going to take. Right. No, this is going to use a load of wood. Oh well though. Oops. Alright, there we go. And then is a ring of full planks. Sleep. So another stack of that, and then 2 stacks of that. I'm going to grab more wood actually already. Is what it is. And then on top of this, it's going to be a double part slabs. I could probably get away with just using one line of slabs, but I think it makes more sense to use the two. And what I could do is kind of have it, say, have that come across, and then put a lantern under there. Don't know how that would look. I was going to do that maybe better as well. Because I put the lantern there, and that gives me a light out of there, but you know what, no, I'm just gonna leave it as was. 3 of them, but it's fine. Right, we'll be back once I've done the roof all the way. Okay, so finished the roof now, or the kind of balcony, no, not actually, I just realised that. Still got the trapdoors around the outside, but once done the trapdoors, that will be the roof all finished. And then I will continue with the next part. Go that way, and then return it there. This is going to use a lot more trapdoors than what I wanted to use, but it is what it is. The trapdoors are going to add a lot of detail to it, so 42 should be more than enough, I think, for the time being. No idea though. Hopefully though. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot more expensive for what I need. And then same again. Like that. There's going to be, I think I'm going to put a balcony here. Definitely put one on another one though. I'm not sure about there at the moment. I think I'm leaning more towards not putting one there and just having it on this side. But I'm not sure, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll do 8 more trapdoors. There we go. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Obviously continuing around here, so I'm just going to leave it at that for the time being. So it is going to be a block higher up than the rest of the roof. Put this point here. Where did I put that ground? I mean, I'm all putting just this info thing because I'm not sure what I'm putting as the flooring. I've got audio now, perfect. But no audio for the last several long. Oh well. Right. So I don't know what has been heard and what's not. So as I finished this part of the roof, I'm putting a balcony here. Just I don't think I'm ever actually gonna come out to it just for a bit of variation. I might put one here. Saying that I will put one here. I might not use this one. I might have just put in some leaves and stuff like that in there. Oops. Got that there. And I will strip all these logs as well. Perfect. On the other side of this, I'll probably cover it with spruce slabs as well. And that helps hide it. I'm gonna take this, and I'm actually gonna see what this looks like. I mean, it's gonna be very, very spruce, but I think that'll look quite good. And you know what? It's taken a lot more shape now than what it was. And it is definitely looking 10 times better already. Once I get some lights in there, there's definitely start to see a difference. Right. Can I sleep yet? Nope. I guess I'm torches down just to prevent mob spawns. Because I know that'll be the first thing that happens, a creeper will spawn and I will lose loads of my progress here. As everything lit up. Still can't sleep. Hey, skill wise, not bad. Oops. Hey, I might try and hide that actually. So just, I don't know. Maybe putting some stairs along here and then, yeah. I don't know. The white popping through is not for me, I don't think. What could I do there? I mean, I could put stairs from these ones actually. Yeah, that hides it off. That's kind of, I don't want to see the white, to be honest there. I'll probably put slabs all around here. These will probably just be kind of moss floors in both balconies just as decoration really. Right, so from here then, I think it's now a case of probably putting the framework in for the roof. They're just going to be apex roofs, obviously stairs rather than slabs this time. This one's going to obviously face out. This part's going to go along. This one's going to face out, and this part's going to face out as well. Yeah. So this face, front and back of this one, front of this bit here, and I'm not sure about that side there. I don't know if I'm going to have the roof kind of go right along. I think that might look better. So I'm not sure actually. So I will return once I am at that stage where I can go onto the roof. Okay, so the main kind of frame for this half is now done. Don't fall off. So obviously there's two different heights to it. I've got probably not enough deep slate for the roof. I'm going to now frame up this end and just get this one ready to build up a actually I think I'm going to change it a wee bit. I'm going to go back over this side to remove the parts underneath, I think. Yeah, I think that'll probably help out. It's probably not needed. I mean, it does give it a bit more depth, I would say, on the side anyway. But I don't think it's really necessary. And I mean, when it comes over the other end, it might just overpower everything. I mean, do I, do I not? Eh? I'm not sure. You know, it's really not necessary, so I'm just gonna. I'll go down in a minute and get the rest of it. And then I'll probably just drop some scaffolding down. Right, there we go. It does probably look like it needs the 2 block overhang now, actually. Somehow. I don't know how, but yeah, somehow the 2 block overhang probably would help with the size of it. Hmm. It is what it is, actually. Not too bad now. Right. If I need to add the second block for the overhang, I will, but not too fast at the moment, I don't think. I think I need to go and spend half an hour getting some more spruce though. I have a feeling I'll probably run out. Because we've got 4 stacks in inventory and we've got a stack in the chest down below. So we will definitely run out. It's just a matter of when, probably. There we go. So I'll be back once this is done. Stairs link. So it's now on to the actual deep slate parts of the roof. And I'm also going to get super clean. I'm going to make 2 stacks of each of these stairs because I'm going to burn through them extremely quick, I reckon. A stack of that. Another stack of them. And then tails as well. So actually, before I do that, I want to use some of these two just along the front one anyway. No idea if it's going to be enough or not. Potentially. Just want to add a bit more kind of detail on the front bit here. So. Oop. Can't do that. Hey, the middle one. There we go. And this one. Right. I'm going to go in there and put some torches of sorts in there. Possibly. Not torches. Trapdoors. Maybe. But trapdoors would work. It's quite expensive, but that string. We'll get some string. Just for bits I don't want to put torches all over it. Now we'll maybe go and grab some more food. Grab a stack of string. I already have a stack, but half a stack. There we go. Okay, fairy tale do. Hopefully we can sleep soon. I can definitely go up and sleep then, that's fine. Only problem it also means I'm going to put it around this block trim around the roof. So I'm definitely getting more than a stack, but for bits like that I definitely want to get done at the moment. Because it'll be a while until I go to access them again. If I even go to access them. So yep. There we go. Right. Just because I'm not going to access them, I'd rather kind of and get them all covered up. These blocks can get done at a later date, I'm not too bothered. A okay. Don't know if I want to put anything like dormers in or anything like that. At this moment in time, probably not. Probably just leave it kind of clean and open. Go. How's that looking? I mean, you can see the kind of diagonals as such, where I'm kind of not by not on purpose, but just how it's happening. Is what it is, to be honest. Yeah, definitely looking much better now. It's taking shape as well, which is always great to see. Shit. Lost one, that's fine though. Who's this looking from the inside now? Okay, you know what? The colours are definitely going together. The light grey to the white to the dark, which is definitely working. Much better than I thought it would. Who's looking from out here though? That's the main thing. How is it looking from there? You can't really see it. Oh, but it's definitely looking better though. Just that wee bit of detail. Oh, there we go. It's taking shape. I will say that. I'm looking forward to getting it kind of the roof enclosed entirely. Um, so I'm gonna power through the rest of the roof, so I'll be back once it's all finished. Both. Okay, both parts of the lower part of the roof are now finished. It's now a case of just extending the calcite sections. So I can leave the white concrete powder because I don't need that no more. I'm gonna need another couple of stacks of calcite, so grab that here. Saying that, no, I'm not. I'm gonna need another 2 stacks at most because I want to cut down on the calcite. So that should do. Probably not gonna be enough blocks, but should be. I hope it is. Right. So what I want to do is continue the logs just out to here. And then just continue the white up though. But I want to put a second set of windows in here. So I'm just gonna bring shit wrong way. There we go. Bring them all up to that height, and then I want to obviously another 2 sets of windows at the front. I'm not gonna put any more windows at the back though. I was saying I may end up filling that one in, but the window up here I don't know though. But this is going to be another. Okay, I need to get feather foam because that is some height. Okay, it's a wee bit higher than I wanted to fall from. Okay, I'm gonna let myself heal up before I actually go back up properly then. Right, as I was saying, I'm gonna do these parts. Obviously, it's a fair bit. I mean, so they're going to come out to here at the same height, all the way up to 101, all the way around, basically. So I'm gonna put another 2 windows in the front, I think. And then go from there. I'm just gonna bring these up as I go. And I'm not too bothered about it going into this because that's kind of the plan here. Obviously, I would like to cut down the calcite, but I'm probably going to need to keep it going up in this centre section. Mainly because it's not at the roof yet, so I can get away with it, I would say. I'm going to need to knock out a window here, but I can go up another block, I would say, and do that. But where it's kind of touching, say, the roof or near the top layer of it, I'm going to use more diorite and birch, but obviously where it's kind of open, I'm going to try and use some more calcite just to kind of, obviously I'm not going to not use calcite, but just to kind of keep a wee bit more of it. think it's another one block up, I think, and then I will do. I think. Not just too sure. I'm gonna go around the front, put the scaffolding up just so I can knock out this window. And then 6. So this is gonna be the height of the window at the bottom. Oops. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I need to go another block up. It's fine. Which will probably mean I'll end up going another block up just to match it heights with everything. I would think. Possible, I'm not sure though. Yeah, maybe. That may be the way to go. Oh, no, that's Bruce. Right, there we go. So I need to check something actually. Because I think I'm going back and forth between a fall from the creative, when I built in creative, and I have done it one block too high. I've done the entire roof one block too high. Okay. I thought something was looking odd. Yeah. The entire roof has been built one block too tall. Yeah, no, that would. Yep. Okay. I'm. The roof is actually a big deal if it's one block out, actually, to be honest. Because if it was a shoot, that would. Yeah, it would change everything. Because it would bring the bottom of the roof underneath the window, which would then line it. Yeah, that would line everything up for the roof. The top. Yeah. Yeah, because that would bring that down to this level. Right, okay. It just means redoing all the mismatch. That's fine though, I think. I'm gonna get the other half of this white done, and then I'm gonna tear down the roof and get it all rebuilt. And then I will be back once I've done all that. Right. So I have now brung the roof down to the height I want it at. And it looks 10 times better because it's now matched with a with the correct height, and then just need to change the logs actually, and then that's it. So diorite, calcite, and then a log. There we go. Oh wait, no. There we go. And then that's all at the height I want it. Obviously, the only different thing I've somehow managed to do is this isn't the same height as the rest of it, but it's fine, it's not the end of the world. Just to keep it shit, I can't do that. That'll, that gives it the darkness, so. Right. Okay, so in that case, try and get the entire roof finished, and then, or to be honest, that'll probably do it for this one, I think, because it's already a fair length to it. So I'll grab the bed and stuff in a second. But yeah, okay, that's definitely looking 10 times better now. Because you can't see the weird lighting effects now, other than this bit, because there's no blocks above it. It's definitely looking 10 times better. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. In the next one, I'll probably look at completely finishing the build, and then that'll be the house done, and then I'll be on to possibly farms and stuff like that. I'll probably do villages in the background. But yeah, that was gonna be it for this one.